Okay, so we're in Pavillion. We're all unloaded. We're gonna take off in a couple minutes. We're gonna head down towards Warsaw. All right, guys, so we're out on the trail. We are headed towards Attica right now. We're not too far from Warsaw.
So right in front of me is the trailside map that we showed in part 1 of this trip. So now we're heading south towards Warsaw, and then once we get to Warsaw, we're going to start heading west. The plan is to go to Varysburg, and then we're going to have lunch at Cliff Resort. It's a really cool place, quite a nice destination for snowmobiles. Really like riding down in this area. As you can see, there's lots of open fields, not as much traffic, and it's just, you can really open up the sled and not worry about collisions because you have so much better vision down here. Not as many tight turns. And
hey guys, we're at Cliff Resort. We've gone about 32 miles so far. There's the missus over there. Let's see, so we started out in Pavillion, headed south, went to Warsaw, which was a little out of the way, and then we headed to Varysburg, which is where we are now in Cliff Resort. So, how you doing?
Awesome. About 18 miles in, it started to get really pretty. It looked like it was old forage. It was very beautiful through the woods and the pine trees. It was really nice.
So you're having a good time?
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
I got it up to 70. It was
if she's having
great.
too good of a time, I'll have to take her on some rough trail and then she won't want to come again.
That was in Old Forge. It was very rough.
Yeah.
It was terrible. This is like the best it's ever been for me so far.
So, and even that last section was a little rough. But let me show you this place here. It's beautiful here. It's a resort. They have cross-country skiing. They welcome snowmobilers. I don't know. I think it's a golf resort too, but let me check it out. There's our little rides right there. Check this place out. So yeah, there's a few sleds here, a few people here, just a couple. So it's just what a great day.
We're just missing Brother Zook today.
Missing Zook?
Yeah.
You actually miss Zook?
I do.
You're
love
kidding.
Zook.
Zook?
He's so much fun.
Yeah. He is fun, and he was very helpful up in Old Forge.
Yeah, he's definitely a great guy.
All right, we're gonna go warm up, rest a little, and then we're gonna head back. Probably just about right. So we got about 32 miles so far, another 32 home, about a 65-mile day. So
woohoo!
Hopefully I won't get lost.
Oh God, don't say that.
There's definitely some turns where I gotta know where I'm going. So catch you in a few. Ready?
As you can see, Cliff Resort is really a nice place, really beautiful area, and they really cater to snowmobiles, which is great. But it's really wide open. It's a golf resort, and it's a lot of fun to ride here. It's a nice place to go, have a destination, and then get something to eat. said earlier, it's probably about 4 o'clock, and it was the sun was starting to go down, and I didn't have GPS. I do have the New York State Snowmobile map on my phone, but I just went by memory the whole way, and I really didn't want to ride too much in the dark. So just wanted to kind of get moving and not get stuck or make a wrong turn or something like that. So some of these trails are kind of thin. As you can see, I put the sled over in the snow, and I like to spin the track and throw some snow on the heat exchanger. So this is a little steep hill right here. I remember it as we went to Burncliffe. It's pretty steep, it's icy, it's one lane, and definitely you can get stuck on this spot right here. So I get up at the top of the hill, and I'm expecting to see Mrs. Shag behind me, and she doesn't come. So I'm getting a little concerned. So I decide to jump off the sled and go take a look, make sure she didn't get stuck. So as I get to the edge of the hill, I realize that, well, I think that she's stuck down there. So I start running down the hill and figure I'll just help her get up. We'll ride double. So I jump on the back of the sled and try to get it unstuck.
Oh, yeah.
That was a funny noise. That sounds strange. I figure I'll back it up. I thought the track was spinning.
Oh shit.
That's not good. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm thinking, oh boy, I got a problem.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that I'm an hour away from home. I'm not sure how I'm going to get this sled home, what I'm going to do. Am I going to have to leave it on the trail here? So I asked Mrs. Shag to run up and be with the other sled and let me figure out what I'm going to do.
You go get the other, just go with it, go turn it off.
So a couple guys came from down below. They were waiting for me to get up. And it was funny. They came up to me, and the guy said, "I know who you are," because he recognized me from the channel. So, but they were great guys. They really helped me, and I ended up turning the sled around.
What's that? No, I think the chain drive is something's wrong with it. Just what I need. All right, honey, hopefully we make it. I may never see that thing again. We'll see. Oh, shit. All right, just hold on to me.
So I was definitely a little bit nervous here. So I ended up what it was is the clutch. I thought it was the chain drive, but when I opened the side fairing, I could see that the belt was sitting low in the secondary clutch. So I decided to nurse it back to the nearest parking lot, and then I left it there. Mrs. Shag and I rode double, and it was a long ride. It was about 1 hour, and I really didn't want to ride double because I was worried that something would happen to the 2012 and then we'd get stuck in the middle of nowhere. As you can see, this was a beautiful ride home. The sun is starting to set, and we're going by a couple of these really big windmills here. Boy, I wish I was just definitely a little nervous, and I wish I could have enjoyed it a little more. But it was a beautiful evening, and it was nice to be out. But I was trying to stay calm, and I really wanted Mrs. Shag to stay calm because I knew she was nervous. As you can see, it just keeps getting darker and darker, and I'm just really hoping that we don't have any problems. But it's amazing how quickly it got dark, and I also didn't want to take a wrong turn. So we're getting close to the truck. By the time we get back, it's dark. And then after we get this sled loaded up and all our gear off, we have to go get the 16.
Hey guys, good news. So we made it home yesterday. So basically we had a problem with this 16 sled. Basically we had a problem with the secondary clutch. What happened is the rollers probably got broken, and actually I'll show you, but Mrs. Shag and I had to basically ride double all the way home to the truck. We actually trailered to Pavillion, had to ride home double. Not something I like to do. The reason is you know, I have two sleds and go down to one sled, and now it's getting dark, and it was dark by the time we got back, and I didn't want to have the second sled break and get stuck in the woods and be in real trouble by ourselves. So we stayed together, rode double. That stunk, but we made it home. We were able to load the 2012 up and take the truck and go get the 16. So, you know, good news is not a big deal. I'll get it fixed. It's going to take some time. We didn't get hurt, didn't crash, didn't run out of gas, didn't get stranded. So it was a great day. Had a lot of fun. I'm glad that happened after dinner. So we, you know, got to have a good time and weren't worried about it. But I knew as the sun was going down, I was worried about finding our way back. But we made it. So let me show you exactly what happened to the sled and what's wrong with it. All right. So I had the side fairing off and I took the clutch cover off. As you can see right here, see how that clutch or that belt is sitting way down low in the clutch? I can't really show you in there, but there's basically a couple rollers, and I think I mentioned it on the trail. One of the things that happens is as this goes backwards and when it comes forward, sometimes that impact load breaks those rollers. It's a real common problem, and I'll have to get it fixed. I'm going to fix it myself. So the truth of the matter is I think it's a really Achilles heel on these Skidoo secondary clutches. I know it's a common problem. Gary had the same thing happened with one of his sleds. Good news is he has the tools. There's some special tools to take it apart. So anyways, we had a great time, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.